My game, I mean, first of all, it's evolving.
It's like the 2K creative cheat code type vibe.
Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but it's more like an alien.
My body is still trying to mature, you know.
We have never seen something like that before.
I would say I've always tried to use lots of skills.
He's a 7'5" Kevin Durant.
Knocked away by Wembanyama.
Shot blocker. Why do I trust it the most? Because it's never let me down.
Are you entertained? A figment of our basketball imaginations.
It's an instinct that I've always had, and I'm super confident in my ability.
Good signature. I never noticed the little alien on it before. Shocking to no one, Victor Wembanyama is your 2025-26 Defensive Player of the Year. After winning the Rookie of the Year unanimously, that was 2 seasons ago, he becomes the first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year since the award was first distributed in 82-83. And not only did he make that history, he also became the youngest player ever to win the award. The last player to win the award in his first 3 career seasons in the NBA, the Admiral, David Robinson in 91. And San Antonio, right, it's fitting, is the only franchise that has had 4 different players win DPOY. Wemby, Robinson, Kawhi Leonard, and
Danny Green.
Robertson.
Almost.
In 1986.
Almost.
No,
Here's Wemby on winning the award unanimously.
It's just very meaningful to me. You know, it means that there's no place for debate. It means that everybody agrees upon something. I mean, it's impressive. It's like it's not a subjective matter.
It's not a subjective matter. There is zero debate. Danny, have we ever seen a player have this type of defensive dominance?
Not since I've been watching, anyway. I mean, I've seen some greats. I've seen Ben Wallace. He was great at protecting the rim and even guarding Shaq. Not many people could guard Shaq. But him, how much space he takes up, how much ground he covers, I've never seen it because he is 7'4". Right. We haven't seen many 7'4" guys this agile, this coordinated. So, yeah, I don't know if we'll see one like it or ever see one in the past or ever again.
I love how we gave him on this show the alien treatment. That's his name. But honestly, it should also be Avatar because he's the last airbender. He bends the air with everyone else's shots.
Yeah.
His universe, it's completely shifting the gravitational pull. Whenever he moves somewhere, that means people are not shooting. When I move, you move. You definitely move. And so it's not just that he is, you know, someone that we've never seen 7'4" offensively, but defensively, he changed how you approach the game completely. And that, to me, is super cool.
That was a beautiful piece of commentary. I'm still thinking about something that Malika said a second ago, which is that he was unanimous Rookie of the Year. I forgot about that. Unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. What if he wins unanimous MVP someday?
Wow.
Could happen.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't think that's out of the realm of I don't think that's out of the WEMVP.
He'd like to keep it. He'd like to keep it non-subjective. That he'd like to remove all doubt for that.
I think he can.
I mean, Steph did it, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's very hard to do. But I think he's capable.
How many, I mean, Brian, when it's all said and done, do you think that, one, is defense the best part of his game? And is this the first of, I mean, this is the first of several defensive players. You said that the third year for Robinson, but remember, David Robinson in his third year was 26 because he had the military service and he played all the years. So he's only 22. So the big thing will be we have a 65-game rule. And he has to stay healthy. And he mentioned that. He said that was the hardest part. He said when he was asked by our friends and colleagues over at NBC about winning the Defensive Player of the Year, he said the hardest part's getting to 65 games. It's not actually playing the defense.
If he gets to 65 games, he could win 12?
I argue differently. This is where we'll actually have debate. The best part of his game to me is offensively. When you're 7'4", you're expected to change the game. And I know what we're going to see is unparalleled levels of blocks. First time ever we've seen blocks leading the league in blocks in the first 3 years. But offensively, I tell a story. Like, I was sitting at home a couple days ago with my dad in Houston, Texas. He was playing, and my dad immediately sat down and was like, whoa. He has that whoa factor. 5 or 6 from 3, hitting sham gods, reverse moves, spin moves, dunking, step backs. That, to me, is the
If he was allowed to play one
part.
side of the floor, which side would you take?
I'm taking the defense. But you get my
defense
point here.
rests.
Yeah, there you go. That's attorney Brian Windhurst at Law over here. Let's turn the page to Shoot Your Shot. It's brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook because we got some games tonight. Danny, start us off here?
Yeah, I got my guy Tyrese Maxey. He didn't have a great night to start, but I think he's going to pick it up. I got him for over 27, or I'm at 25, but I think he'll get like about 30 this night. Philly may not win the game, but he's going to have a better night for sure.
And I'm taking Alperen Sengun. You guys know I never bet against my Houston Rockets. He's got to have a better game, so at least 20 points.
Never manifests against.
I manifest. You're correct. Correct.
I only talk about Victor Wembanyama's offense. As you know.
Oh, really?
Over 3 threes tonight.
Got blocked.
He's going to take them. I'll make a block bet, too. What do you got?
Over 2.
All right, so that brings us to plus 25 for Tyrese Maxey, over 20 for Alperen Sengun, and over 3 threes here for Victor Wembanyama. That's plus 647
Go team.
there.
Pretty good parlay.
DraftKings
Teams play game 2 of their first-round series tonight. Let's recap game 1. The Celtics obliterated the Sixers on Sunday, never trailing in a 31-point victory. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combined for 51 points, while the Sixers offense stalled, managing just 4 3-pointers. Victor Wembanyama introduced himself into the postseason with 35 points and a 111-98 win. Wemby surpassed Tim Duncan for the most points by a Spurs player in a playoff debut. San Antonio led by as many as 21. The Lakers did not have Luka Doncic or Austin Reeves. However, Luke Kennard stole the show to take the opener against Houston. Kennard went for 27, making all 5 of his 3-point attempts as Los Angeles won 107-98. All right, joining us now is our basketball analyst, Agumake, with us right now. And the Lakers are essentially playing with house money as they enter tonight again as home underdogs, despite Kevin Durant's knee bruise, keeping him as a game-time decision. Janae, what will be the key for LA to go up 2-0 in this series?
I like that you mentioned Luke Kennard's performance because the Lakers really had a wholesome, in some ways, game 1 win versus the Rockets. The Houston in me is still crying because Kevin Durant was not able to play. But I was moved by his comments about LeBron James because LeBron James was down 2 of their top players, and Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. That's about 50 points sitting right there on the bench. And instead of playing hero ball, which LeBron James has the right to do after all these years, he trusted in his teammates in that moment. And that's what Luke talked about. That's why LeBron James had 13 assists. That's why Luke had 27 points and he went 5 for 5 from 3. It's the ability to trust in his teammates when the going gets tough. That's what makes LeBron James great. And that's why they have the edge right now, up 1 game in the series.
Yeah, LeBron at age 41 surpassed John Stockton as the oldest player with 10 assists in a playoff game. Let's stay out west with Wemby and the Spurs. He's coming off an incredible playoff debut that spurred San Antonio's game 1 win. What does Wemby need to do in his playoff encore?
Step out on the floor and do what he normally does, exist, because it's Wemby's world and we are just living in it. Victor Wembanyama with a playoff debut for the ages. He walked into game 1 and just dominated. And now speaking into walking into game 2, he's walking in as the unanimous defensive player of the year. All he has to do is stay aggressive and keep letting the game come to him because the Blazers defensively shot 0 for 11, 0 for 11 when he was the primary defender. No one made a bucket. And then offensively, he was the youngest center to make 5 threes in a playoff game at 22 years old. This man is a cheat code. He has to stay aggressive, let the game come to him, use his basketball IQ, and the sky's the limit, literally, for Victor Wembanyama.
Look, you mentioned Wemby being the DPOY. Wemby scored on all 8 defenders he faced, and on defense, he held the Blazers to 1 of 12 shooting when contesting those shots. That's why he's a defensive player of the year. Let's talk Sixers Celtics. Jason Tatum coming off a near triple-double in his first playoff game since tearing his Achilles. That's just incredible to say out loud. But, Janae, what are you watching from JT as he continues to build his confidence on the floor?
It's his playmaking. I am thoroughly impressed with his not only physical dominance so early coming back from injury, but more so his mental resolve and his IQ as well. Because it's hard to jump back into the mix knowing that your team is trying to compete to not only come out of the East, but win another championship. And the Boston Celtics have been a revelation, and he has been at the center of that as of late. When you think about his performance, he made an impact on both ends of the floor. He scored or assisted on 42 of the 81 points available while he was on the floor. That's 52% of the points during that time. His teammate shot 7 for 10 off of his passes. He had 7 assists. He dropped 25 points and got 11 rebounds. A year ago, this man was facing probably one of the toughest challenges of his career, and now he's bounced back in a huge way. So the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum have been honestly just one of the best comeback stories I've seen in a long time.
The Celtics just a well-oiled machine, and JT just fitting in like the perfect puzzle piece that he is for that franchise. Shanae Agumake with the latest. Thanks so much, Shanae.
Always.